25 forgotten Christmas toys from the 60s and 70s we loved. Do you remember the excitement of finding that perfect toy under the Christmas tree? The 60s and 70s gave us some of the most creative and memorable toys ever made. Today we're exploring 25 beloved Christmas toys from those decades that have faded into memory. Let's start with Clackers. These simple toys consisted of two hard acrylic balls attached to strings that you'd swing up and down to make them clack together. In 1969, they became the must-have Christmas gift, with kids mastering tricks and competing for the loudest clacks. The rhythmic sound filled playgrounds and drove parents crazy. Some kids could keep them going for minutes, creating different patterns and speeds. Schools started banning them after reports of bruised arms and shattered balls. By 1971, safety concerns led to recalls, and improved versions with softer materials just weren't the same. Today's fidget toys seem tame compared to these wrist-bruising noise makers. That satisfying clack-clack sound still triggers memories for anyone who mastered them. Hugo, man of 1,000 faces. This bizarre puppet head came with disguises and accessories to create different characters. Released by Kenner in 1975, Hugo featured realistic skin texture and movable features. Kids used the included wigs, scars, and makeup to transform him into pirates, monsters, or distinguished gentlemen. The glue-on mustaches and beards looked surprisingly real. His hand puppet design let you control his expressions while performing shows. The commercial's creepy close-ups actually helped sales, making him a Christmas hit. Many kids spent hours creating elaborate backstories for each character. The accessories often got lost, leaving Hugo looking permanently disheveled. By 1977, he disappeared from shelves as action figures took over. Modern customizable toys lack Hugo's unsettling realism and theatrical possibilities. Dingalings. These motorized robots from Topper Toys ruled Christmas 1970. Each robot had interchangeable parts that let kids build custom creations. The basic set included Dingaling himself, who answered your telephone, and his friends like fireman and sheriff. Wind them up and they'd walk, ring bells, and perform simple tasks. The clever part was mixing and matching pieces to create new robots. Kids traded parts at school to build unique combinations. They came with tiny accessories like ladders and stop signs. The metallic finish made them look genuinely futuristic. Production ended in 1971 when Topper went bankrupt. Complete sets now sell for hundreds to collectors. Today's programmable robots are more advanced but lack these simple mechanical toys' charm and creativity. Major Matt Mason. Mattel's bendable astronaut arrived in 1966, perfectly timed with America's space race obsession. This 6-inch rubber figure came with realistic space gear and vehicles. His wire skeleton let kids pose him in any position. The line expanded to include alien friends, moon bases, and space stations. Christmas 1969 saw peak sales as Apollo fever gripped the nation. Kids recreated NASA missions and imagined lunar adventures. The accessories were incredibly detailed, from working winches to firing rockets. His space crawler could climb walls using suction cups. By 1970, the wires inside often broke, leaving Matt permanently bent. The line ended in 1971 as space enthusiasm waned. Modern space toys lack the optimistic vision these figures represented during humanity's greatest adventure. Flatsy dolls. These flat, posable dolls from Ideal hit big in Christmas 1969. Each two-dimensional doll came with a frame that displayed them like pictures. Kids could bend their wire frames into different poses. The original line included Gwen, Nancy, and Bonnie with mod fashions and groovy accessories. They fit perfectly in lunchboxes and backpacks. Girls created elaborate scenarios using the cardboard playsets. Later versions added cars, houses, and even a fashion stage. The doll's flat design meant clothes were painted on with fabric accents glued on top. Storage was simple since they stacked like books. Production ceased in 1973 as Barbie dominated the doll market. Their unique flat design made them unlike any doll before or since. Collectors now pay premium prices for complete sets with frames, incredible edibles. This Mattel toy let kids make and eat their own rubbery creatures. The 1966 Christmas season saw thousands of thing-maker ovens heating up gobbledygook. Kids poured colored goo into molds, baked them, and created edible bugs, flowers, and dinosaurs. The flavors ranged from cherry to root beer, though taste was secondary to the weird texture. Parents worried about the hot plates reaching 300 degrees. Creative kids mixed colors for tie-dye effects. The creatures bounced and stretched before you ate them. Some molds created jewelry you could wear, then snack on later. By 1972, safety concerns and changing regulations ended production. The mixed packets became impossible to find. Modern candy-making kits seem boring compared to cooking up your own wiggly dragons. That distinctive plastigoop smell still triggers memories. Vertibird. This helicopter toy from Mattel dominated Christmas 1971 wish lists. The battery-powered copter flew in circles attached to a central base. Kids controlled altitude and speed with lever controls. The realistic helicopter sounds added authenticity. Advanced pilots could pick up tiny astronaut figures with the hook. Some sets included obstacles to fly around or through. The motor rarely broke, making it surprisingly durable. Kids spent hours perfecting landing techniques and rescue missions. Night flights in dark rooms felt especially exciting. The original sold for $15, about $95 today. Production continued through 1977 in various versions. Modern drone toys offer more freedom but lack Vertibird's reliable simplicity. Many households still have working units in attics ready for another flight. Dawn dolls. Topper's 6-inch fashion dolls competed directly with Barbie from 1970-1973. Dawn and her friends had more realistic proportions and extensive wardrobes. The small size meant clothes and accessories cost less than Barbie's. Each doll had distinctive personality and matching outfits. The line included diverse friends like Dale and Van. Their apartment sets and cars scaled perfectly to the dolls. Christmas 1971 saw the peak with dancing versions and model agencies. Girls loved that Dawn could wear her friends' clothes interchangeably. The head-turning feature let dolls look sideways realistically. Quality control issues led to arms falling off. Topper's bankruptcy and 1973 ended Dawn's fashion career. Today's mini dolls owe much to Dawn's pioneering small scale and affordability. Complete collections rarely surface at estate sales. Big Jim. Mattel's answer to G.I. Joe arrived for Christmas 1972. This muscular action figure's claim to fame was his karate chop action. Press the button on his back and his arm chopped down. Big Jim's friends formed an adventure team called PACK. The line included vehicles, play sets, and countless accessories. His bulging bicep actually flexed when you bent his arm. Kids loved the Kung Fu Training Center and rescue truck. Olympic versions capitalized on 1972's games with different sports. The figure's rubber band construction often broke after heavy play. By 1976, Star Wars figures made Big Jim seem outdated. His brief run produced imaginative accessories now highly collectible. Modern action figures rarely feature such specific mechanical actions. That karate chop motion became Big Jim's signature move forever. Which Witch. This 1970 board game from Milton Bradley turned players into witches casting spells. The game's centerpiece was a haunted house where marbles dropped through chimneys. If the marble hit your mouse, a spell turned you back. Kids loved the suspense of hearing marbles roll through the cardboard house. The detailed illustrations created perfect spooky atmosphere. Setup took patience with all the cardboard pieces. Games could last hours with unlucky marble drops. The whammy ball added extra danger on certain spaces. Smart players memorized which chimneys were safest. Many pieces got lost, especially the tiny mice. By 1975, electronic games started replacing these elaborate board games. Original complete sets now command high prices. Modern games rarely include such intricate physical components and chance elements. Pocket rockers. Before Walkman dominated, Tiger Electronics created these tiny music players in 1978. Each cigarette pack-size player held one cassette with 2 songs. Kids collected different tapes featuring current hits. The built-in speaker meant no headphones needed. Christmas 1979 saw massive sales as music became portable. Popular tapes included Blondie, The Cars, and Village People. The sound quality was terrible, but nobody cared. Kids clipped them to belts, showing off their music taste. Batteries died quickly, requiring constant replacements. Some enterprising kids figured out how to record custom tapes. By 1981, better portable players killed the market. The brief pocket rockers era represented music's first truly portable phase. Finding working units with original tapes proves nearly impossible today. Slinky Dog. James Industries expanded their Slinky line with this pull toy in 1960. The dachshund's body was a slinky that wiggled realistically when pulled. Christmas shoppers loved the simple yet clever design. The original came with white paws and floppy ears. Kids raced them downstairs watching the spring body cascade. Some versions included smaller puppy versions for families. The metal slinky body sometimes tangled beyond repair. Creative kids used them in elaborate domino-style setups. The wooden ends held up surprisingly well. By the late 70s, plastic versions appeared, but lacked charm. Toy Story revived interest decades later. Original 1960s versions with intact ears command premium prices. That distinctive slinky wiggle made these dogs irresistible to generations. Modern pull toys seem static compared to Slinky Dog's dynamic movement. Baby Tender Love. Mattel's revolutionary doll arrived for Christmas 1969 with realistic newborn features. She moved and felt like a real baby with soft vinyl skin. Her rooted hair could be washed and styled repeatedly. The doll came in different ethnicities, unusual for the time. Accessories included bottles that emptied when feeding. Some versions featured moving eyes and crying mechanisms. Girls treated them like real babies, pushing carriages everywhere. The 16-inch size felt perfect for young arms. Hospital nursery sets let kids play doctor. Production quality varied, with some developing hard vinyl. By 1974, newer baby dolls offered more features. Original African American versions are especially valuable today. Modern baby dolls trace their realistic features to Baby Tender Love's innovations. These dolls taught nurturing to millions of children. Weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, became 1971's catchiest slogan. Play School's egg-shaped figures always returned upright, thanks to weighted bottoms. The original circus set included performers and animals. Christmas saw expansions with haunted houses, tree houses, and submarines. Kids loved making them dance and spin endlessly. The simple physics principle fascinated young minds. Different sizes created families of Weebles. Some kids discovered they floated in bathtubs. The plastic occasionally cracked, spilling the weight material. Playsets featured clever mechanisms powered by Weeble movement. By decade's end, countless imitators diluted the brand. Original 1970s Weebles in good condition remain sturdy. Today's versions lack the original's quality and character variety. That wobbling motion epitomized 1970s toy ingenuity. Spyograph. Kenner's geometric drawing tool became Christmas 1967's surprise hit. The gears and rings created mathematical patterns that looked impossibly complex. Kids spent hours discovering new combinations and color schemes. The original set included colored pens and detailed instruction books. Patient artists created museum-worthy geometric art. Schools even used them for math lessons. Keeping the gears from slipping required steady hands. Lost pieces made certain patterns impossible. The distinctive plastic smell meant Christmas morning. Some kids modified them with extra gears for unique designs. By 1975, enthusiasm waned as video games emerged. Modern versions exist, but lack the original's quality. Those spiral patterns decorated countless bedroom walls. Spyograph proved math could create beautiful art. Original complete sets with all gears intact rarely appear. Chip away. This archaeological toy let kids chisel through plaster blocks to find hidden treasures. Released in 1970, it capitalized on King Tut exhibition popularity. Each block contained plastic artifacts or dinosaur skeletons. The kit included safety goggles, hammer, and chisel tools. Kids felt like real archaeologists making discoveries. Some blocks held multiple pieces requiring careful excavation. The plaster dust got everywhere, annoying parents. Patient diggers could preserve delicate pieces intact. Quick hammering often shattered the prizes inside. Christmas morning excavations lasted hours. By 1973, cleanup hassles reduced popularity. Refill blocks became hard to find. Modern dig kits use softer materials, lacking authenticity. Chip away taught patience and scientific method. Those first revealed treasures felt genuinely earned. Complete sets with unused blocks command collector interest. Strange change machines. Mattel's 1968 Time Machine toy transformed plastic cubes into dinosaurs and insects. The electric heating chamber softened cubes until creatures emerged. Kids then used the compression chamber to turn them back into cubes. The anticipation of watching shapes slowly appear was mesmerizing. Christmas sets included rare creatures and Lost World playsets. The machine reached temperatures that concerned parents. Creative kids mixed cube pieces for mutant creations. The plastic smell filled playrooms during transformation sessions. Some creatures never quite returned to perfect cubes. By 1970, safety concerns limited production. Finding working machines with original creatures proves difficult. Modern transformation toys lack this thermal magic. Watching solid cubes become detailed figures felt like real magic. That transformation process created unique play patterns. Toss across. This beanbag tic-tac-toe game from Ideal dominated summer 1969 and Christmas wish lists. The rotating targets showed X or O when hit. Teams competed from opposite sides trying to get 3 in a row. The satisfying spin when bags hit perfectly became addictive. Indoor and outdoor versions expanded play options. Kids developed trick shots and house rules. Tournament play at family gatherings got competitive. The target sometimes stuck, requiring manual flips. Lost beanbags meant stuffing socks as replacements. By mid-1970s, video games offered faster action. Original sets with working spinners are scarce. Modern active games rarely combine skill and strategy so well. Toss-across proved simple concepts create lasting fun. Those spinning targets made every throw exciting. Johnny Lightning Cars. Topper's die-cast cars challenged Hot Wheels starting Christmas 1969. These cars claimed to be the fastest miniatures available. The unique wheel design actually made them quicker on track. Each car included a curved track piece to build custom layouts. The custom series let kids design their own paint schemes. Lightning rods attached to create crash effects. Some rare models now sell for thousands. Kids staged elaborate races with homemade obstacles. The car's weight made spectacular crashes. Quality control varied between production runs. Topper's 1971 bankruptcy ended Johnny Lightning's run. Modern reissues lack the original speed and details. Finding unopened packages proves nearly impossible. Those lightning-fast races down Orange Track defined competition. Johnny Lightning briefly outran the competition. Kenner's SSP racers. Supersonic power racers used T-stick ripcords to achieve incredible speeds. Christmas 1970 introduced these gyroscope-powered cars that ran without batteries. Kids could make them jump ramps and climb walls. The distinctive whine as gyroscopes spun up built anticipation. Crashes at full speed were spectacular. Different models included motorcycles and demolition derby cars. The smash-up derby sets let cars lose pieces strategically. Some kids modified them for extra performance. Ripcords wore out, requiring creative replacements. Track sets expanded racing possibilities. By 1978, electronic toys overshadowed SSP technology. Working vintage SSP cars command premium prices. Modern pullback cars lack SSP's sustained power. That building gyroscope scream meant speed was coming. SSP proved mechanical power could outrun batteries. Rockam sacum robots. Marx's boxing robots debuted in 1964 and peaked during Christmas 1967. Two players controlled red and blue robots trying to knock each other's block off. The satisfying pop when heads flew up ended matches decisively. Kids developed strategies for blocking and counterpunching. Tournaments lasted hours with championship belts awarded. The robot's durability impressed parents. Some kids created elaborate backstories and robot personalities. Ring modifications added obstacles and weapons. Broken spring mechanisms ended many robot careers. By late 1970s, electronic games offered more variety. Original sets in working condition are treasured. Modern versions lack the original's solid construction. Those plastic punching sounds echoed through homes. Rockam Sock'em defined competitive toy combat. Evel Knievel stunt cycle. Ideal's 1973 toy let kids recreate the Daredevil's famous jumps. The gyroscope-powered motorcycle could leap surprising distances. Christmas morning saw kids setting up elaborate ramps and obstacles. The Energizer crank built power for spectacular stunts. Evil's figure stayed on through incredible crashes. Additional sets included cars to jump and canyons to clear. Kids competed for distance and creative crash landings. The sturdy construction survived countless wipeouts. Some modified ramps for maximum altitude. By 1977, Evil's popularity waned after failed stunts. Complete sets with all accessories prove elusive. Modern stunt toys require batteries and lack durability. That wind-up anticipation before launches was half the fun. Which of these 25 toys brings back your favorite Christmas morning? Leet Breit. Hasbro's illuminated pegboard arrived for Christmas 1967. Kids pushed colored pegs through black paper to create glowing pictures. The simple concept provided hours of creative entertainment. Picture refill packs featured popular characters and designs. Creative kids made original designs or modified templates. The warm glow in dark rooms felt magical. Losing specific colored pegs limited design options. Some kids discovered pegs glowed briefly after removal. Group creations at sleepovers became competitive events. Parents found stray pegs everywhere for years. By late 1970s, video games offered flashier visuals. Original complete sets remained playable decades later. Modern LED versions lack the warm, incandescent glow. Leet Breit proved simple tools enable unlimited creativity. Those glowing masterpieces decorated bedroom walls proudly. Silly Sand. This mysterious substance from Wham-O appeared Christmas 1973. The pink sand moved like liquid but stayed dry. Kids couldn't understand how it flowed, yet retained sand properties. The original came in clear tubes, showing the mesmerizing movement. Playing surfaces needed protection from scattered grains. Creative kids built temporary sculptures that slowly melted. The texture felt unlike anything else available. Some discovered it cleaned dirt from small spaces. Humidity affected its flow properties dramatically. By 1975, newer compounds replaced Silly Sand. Original tubes still containing sand are incredibly rare. Modern kinetic sand owes much to Silly Sand's innovation. That flowing yet solid paradox fascinated young scientists. Silly Sand defied understanding while providing endless sensory play. Thanks for joining us on this trip down memory lane, exploring these 25 unforgettable Christmas toys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe.